All right. I was trying to do a thing where they like connect, but I think I'm just gonna do it manually. A lot better when I do this manually. I feel like there's less issues. Toon Boom has a thing to like cross stitch a lot. I wonder if I could like select them and then fix them. I think I could just do that, to be honest. Just like select and then just be like, join them together. Then it doesn't really do it, right? If I did this and I'm just like, join pencil lines, see, it doesn't do anything. But if I'm here and I'm like, see these two lines right here? Connect them. And it doesn't do anything. You see that? Same with like the smooth thing too. Smoothing them, it doesn't do much, but just kind of like distort it. So now I'm thinking what I'm going to do is go around and gradually attach things. Like I said, it's the little things that kind of matter, right? Anything that's damaged will be fixed. So we're just playing the game of connected dots. Nothing here on this portion is super important. I just think it's funny to try to draw something like honest. I've never drawn ears on this view. I lie. I have, but I'm not very good at it. I feel like when people say I've never done this or that, it's just an excuse to not be good at it. And I'm okay with it. I accept that I'm not good at it, but I'd love to get better at it, if you know what I mean. Because if I got any better at it, like when you train your brain to be better at something and tell yourself like, oh, I'm good at this, I'm a professional, you become like, you reprogram your brain to believe that, so therefore you are, right? Almost like think therefore you are. What was it? Edgar Allan Poe? No, I don't know. Monty Python? Fred Durst? Yeah, I think that was Fred Durst. I'm pretty sure that was Fred Durst. Said, think, therefore you are. Break stuff. Wonder if going to rage rooms counts as therapy. That'd be nice. All this stuff is not going to be seen. So I'm just going to blindly connect things. Makes it easier. And then everything over here we don't really care about. Yeah, raspy voice just because morning. I had my washer fixed and that didn't go as planned, but it's fixed now. So my dishwasher's fixed. I could celebrate on that. All right, cool. So if we need to pan out a little bit, we can. Oh, almost forgot one. That looks gnarly. Looks like gnarly, my dude. Stuff them in right there. Boom. So at least we got this guy all set up. Not going to be much animation other than panning. I'll probably shade him manually in the color layer. But our primary animation person is back here in this distance. I think I can go to drawing now that I'm done with composites. Change that. No, that's a string tool. Where's my views? There we go. Workspace. I'm going to change my workspace to my hand drawing stuff. Hopefully it's saved. All this talking is breaking into my voice.
It's hard to do. It's hard to do the other stuff.
Like my highs are just gone. Streamers, give me some deets on how you'd battle wear and tear. All right, let's start from the bottom. I'm just gonna be vibing today. Y'all wanna connect? You know, just feel free to ping me. I'm gonna move this live chat window so I could actually see you guys. There we go. Got you guys here so I could see you guys here. There's a cool little surprise if I meet my goal. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, still. How I'm gonna do these legs. I feel like since he's far away, I can get with hand-drawn stuff. Usually I could just use shapes. So, let's go. I want to go into the belly, like where it's hinge hips. We're actually going to change that too. So he's a little further, so I want to make his line weight a little thicker, maybe 20. Theoretically, Hops's line weight should be a little bit lower. So let me drop this maybe down to. No, that's actually a good subtle difference, because then we can get away with not having to animate as much. Yeah, it has a good look to it. So since we don't need his feet, we just draw these appendages individually. Yes, I know they are crossing, but we could fix that. Bada bing, bada boom. It's not pretty, but it's also not ugly. Ooh, that is ugly. Fix that. Y'all are just going to be joining me for now. I'm kind of low energy. Spark up topics of conversation. Oh yeah, we did go live on YouTube last night. We drew cryptids and Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Scribbled States. All right, so I got that box for reference. Isolates. I don't want to put too much detail in it. It's a far object, so I'd like to think that we can get away with more by drawing less. It's an animation trick, by the way. This one looks so bad. Yeesh. It's disgusting. Because it's at an angle, it just makes it so gross. Ugh. I could work. Yeah, I could work with that. Let's cheat. I would draw the glicky for Chuck Fettuccine.
My glicky.
I think Glizzy is better, is Apex over Glicky. I believe if anyone was in a fight, anyone with a Glicky would win. Or Glizzy, sorry. Not Glicky.
My Glicky. Boy, you like my Glicky. It's demo automatic Glicky. Like to do the Glicky thing on the Glicky. Glicky, Glicky. The Glicky.
Alright. I feel like the paint's just gonna pick up most of this stuff. We could probably paint it while we're here. Yeah, let's get it out of the way. I want to use Chuck's pellets. I think that's his skin color, so we gotta make his clock a little darker. Might be over here in the general. This character matte. Huzzah! Nope, that was not what I wanted to do. Boom. Now we can color this thing. Alright, does it? Don't ask me, because I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't know.
But sometimes Toon Boom likes to fight me. There we go. I'm gonna give him a nice dark leather case. I don't think I've ever expressed it in the series yet. This far, so we don't have to put too much detail on it. The tail. This is the funny part. Usually I just draw these things straight if they're not going to move too much. But since he's going to go from one tail to another, what I'm going to do is make it look like a big pito. If you're Spanish, you'll know what that is. I'm not going to detail anymore on that. That's too big. Let's do this. No, we don't want to fill it. Full properties do not fill. We did that last time for the cheek, I remember. All right. One of these sides has to be bigger than the other. So let's open this pit up. Pit up. Close this guy in a little more. Tail louts. I want to keep the whole general size. There we go. I got to change the line weight now. I think like 19 will do better because it's a little further. I'll go back to 20. It's not actually that big of a deal. Okay, arms. I'm going to do his right arm first. His right arm isn't going to move much, so since he's in toon view, it should be a little easier to create. There we go. Cheat with the straight line. Now I'm going to make his hand. Easy peasy. The left arm's going to be different though, so I don't want to do too much on that. There we go. That's a little better. It's going to be different than our action view, so it's not going to be as detailed. I might actually make it all purple again. But since he's close up, we could probably start revealing all the green in the character uniform. All right, torso. Here we go. Main line. Let's get this collar out of the way. Ugh, that looks ugly at the end. Only bad curve. Horrible penmanship. Give him a double F. But doctor, that's my bra size. What am I gonna do with my bazongas? Alright. So, we got that top portion. We can put the name patch on later. We just need the general weight of the thing, right? And then where these guys actually do connect. I gotta have this like come up and then kind of over. So it flops. Usually I would do this on the detail view. But since we're short on details, we don't have to. This looks a lot natural anyways. Go in here and just make it less ugly. Once again, music's going to be everywhere because I repeat, I did not pick my playlist. I just go to like playlists and that chooses my vibe for the day. A little bit of death metal-y stuff I can enjoy. There we go. We could probably do the buttons on the overlay, which is stupid because I just did that. I put everything on the overlay. So like all cuts, and then we can drop it to this layer, which fixes everything. But since I did the tail kind of on that same vibe, I got to select all and drop it down a layer on the drawing layers. Copy, drop this. Oops. All X V awesome. All P2. Make sure these are isolated. Awesome. At least those ones came out pretty good. Nice. All right. Till arm, I think, also has to be taken down. Yeah, because I did it on the layer. X. Paste. Awesome. Okay. I might cut this one short today just because I want to get a lot of stuff done in my house. I wanted to do my floors, but I've been struggling getting this stuff ready for dishwasher. I kind of like that little taper, so I'm going to leave that there. Let's kind of make this look a little better. Yes. Yeah. Let's do that manually. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, now let's put the arm in there. His hand's kind of reaching for his holster as he gets ready, right? If you're wondering where I learned to draw hands like this, I have been following tutorials when I had started having issues with hands. Todd McFarlane. Now, Todd McFarlane tells you in his tutorial that if you need to get better at drawing hands, just imagine the knuckles as peanuts. And that has changed my life forever. And through my character studies in Scribbled States, you can check that out on YouTube. Drawing hands from Invader Zim has also helped me simplify the method for drawing hands. And then imagining if everything was just imagining if everything was just like triangles, that kind of helps a lot too. So yeah, if you want more, I could do a whole Scribbled States just on hands. Just fine. And look at that, we're already at the head composite. So let's see what we can get done in 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to keep it short today. Let's see what we can get done in 10 minutes. We'll start with an ear. I have my formula. Boom. Then, boom, just like that. The other is going to be different, so I do have to draw another ear. I can't just copy paste. But this is the basic formula for the ear. I think one of these spikes actually has to come in more for the character design. So I'm going to fix that. Yeah. Does it look like it's coming at us a little bit? I could deal with that. All right. Now, go on to the other ear, which I also have to draw out. Go here. I think we gotta go out and then in. I'm trying to make the line weight a little heavier towards us, so it's kind of better. That just looks too thick. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Now that ear is shining. Probably mess with it a little bit. I want it to end down here, but I don't want it to like completely end. And then this one's the same. I think like that'll do. Okay, now we can draw the cranium. This guy's cranium's a little funky. Because since it's a third view, we got a little bit of scribble scratches here. We got the ones that go into the ear. I'll take care of those guys. I'm going to do it like spiky like that just because I want it to look like he's been in garbage for a while. He is of the garbage. Everything's behind him, so his brow would technically be here. And if his face is coming out this way, we want to draw his cheeks in about here. Right? Trust me, it doesn't look like much, but this helps a lot. And then we'll continue the line here, so that way it kind of closes the gap when we press it down to the color layer. And theoretically, his face is like coming around this way from the top of the cranium. And the jaw really just makes for the rest of everything, so check it out. Jaw comes around. Oh yeah, if you ever want to learn to draw like Meat Canyon, he does his jaws like this too. I'm gonna do these one at a time. I know it's gonna look ugly, but it's okay. Will they come out better when it's like this? Just one single line. I think this one we can control all and then maybe join the lines together. Yeah, see that? That one's actually pretty good. We could do that probably with the head too. Control all, join them together. Then it'd be this top one that we have to connect. Kind of want to focus on a little bit of consistency, but we'll see how it comes out. All right, so right cheek, left cheek. I'm gonna make this very simple. It's gonna be right from where I'm looking at. Usually you distinct them on the character and just depending on what your art director wants. But here, we're gonna make things easy. And we're gonna circle around. Let me do that again. Circle around. No, that did not do what I wanted it to do. See, I'm using this cheek here to kind of gauge where his whole fuzz is going to be on his cheek. And that helps a lot. We'll go in here, fix the lines as needed. I'm gonna take this off because everything's connected already. This also gives it a little bit of character. So it almost like flaps it. Boom. See, so first cheek's in there. Second cheek has to come out this way. So since he's on a third view, we got to kind of draw it out, which is fine. So his cheek comes around this way. So we want to go up, around. I'll probably get rid of that last little line in here. I don't want to taper them together. Taper them, I want to stick them together. Go attach with the magnets. Drop them in place. Clear, clear. And we have a cheek. Beautiful, marvelous cheeks. I'm gonna do the same with this. I'm gonna kind of flop them down and it kind of gives them like a nice little wave, right? So his cheeks are now attached. Y'all have seen my animations. I'm known to actually cheek things up that don't need to be cheeked, but hey, I am the cheek artist, so let me cheek whatever the hell I want to cheek. I'm wondering why this, oh, because it's like first on the thing. I see. But so far we got this much of the rig done. So if we get rid of this here, no, layout, this is, get rid of that. We got like that much done, which is a good amount. So that being said, can probably do a whole episode on the face. Or not so much an episode, but I'll come stream later on just to get the face done. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other projects. I got a bunch of old stuff posting too, since it gets lost in the loop, but it's scheduled to post. You'll see some of my older stuff, and This thing's pretty much almost done. I'm like 14 sequences out of 28, I think there is. Actually, I'm on 15. Yeah, look, sequence 15 out of 28 or 22. Double check. 15 out of... Yeah, 28. But I might combine some or like separate them so it's a little easier to animate. We'll get difference, but yeah, I'll be on later if y'all want to check me out. I may actually have nah, I think it wants me to do like one more. Instead of a window share, it'll be like a screen share. And if it is like that, awesome. If not, no biggie. But yeah, I'm subscribed on all my socials, Lude Concepts, everywhere pretty much. You know, you look up Scribbled States, you'll find me. Look up Rearted, you'll find me. That's REARTED, Rearted. So until next time, catch you guys later.